Hi, back again to the next part of the tutorial to build a car. Today we make the door inside. So we see what we must build. That starts with this pin there. So we go add mesh circle, rotate x 90 degrees. Before we do that, sorry, I make you screencast keys on. I've forgotten last time. So again, add mesh circle. 24 is enough. Okay, rotate x 90 degrees, scale down to that size. Okay, a little bit in front. Edit mode, word selection, extrude scale to such like this, a little bit out. Then extrude scale, extrude to the inside, extrude scale, extrude to the outside. That we make 2 times, extrude scale, extrude inside, extrude scale, and extrude outside. Good. Then we extrude scale large part, such like that. Then we make their extrude scale and bring it inside, extrude to go outside, extrude again, scale it up, and close it with F. So what we need is we need here an roundness at the top. So we go in extrude scale and bring that out. Now we can mark that ring here and can with Control B bevel them and give them roundness. That all we make with smooth, and then we get this result. This here shading arrows, you know it, Control R to make a loop. Then you can handle where they should appear or not appear, and you see then it's much better. Good, that was the first part. Then we have this thing here. Started same, mesh, circle, 24 is okay, rotate x 90 degrees. Okay, then we make it as great as here. Okay, make a little in the front. Then we in edit mode surely extrude scale and bring them out, a great part. Then extrude scale a little, then extrude scale to the middle, and extrude scale 1 time again and close F. Okay. So we see here is a deeper part. So we go here to face selection and mark this place here, this loop, and press extrude and bring them in. So we have that part there. Then we go out here. We see it in the original, that is the half. So I think we go out with maybe that or that. That is better, I think. Okay. So we extrude in set, bring them all to the self level. So scale in the set. No, we scale it in the X. Scale X. Okay. Then we scale it in the set. Oh, maybe not. Okay, we go here and take this part here and bring them oh, all so bring them to the front. Then we bring them down because it is a small thing. Okay, good. We give them a smooth. You see bevel error. So we must build in there one loop, or we can flatten it, then it's gone too. We see we have here one, so Control R, Control R, Control R. Normally you must do it with all this motherfucking shit, and that is much, but then you got more and more words, and one time your PC crashed. So good. We get this whole path there and go deeper. And then we set up this thing there that is simply the same like this thing there. So we can take it's very high detail. So yeah, okay, we'll make it some new one of them. So edit mesh verts 24, rotate x 90 degrees, scale down. Okay, same size, same as before. Extrude scale for the roundness later. Extrude scale to have that we can make deeper, and we close that with F. Then we mark the loop and say extrude and plug them on the Y. Okay. Then we want to have here roundness later, so we extrude them down and one time more extrude down and scale. But it is short stuff, such like that. Control B, you can bevel this thing and then give it smooth, same as before. The front panel we can make on flat, then there is no shading, and then it is good. Okay, that's good for now. So we can join them together as one. Good. That we have, that we have. Now we make this fat thing there. So we add mesh cube, scale down, scale X, bring out. Then we loop 2 times, Control R, roll middle mouse, then accept with left, scale in the X. Okay. Then bring out these 2 faces, this and this, extrude, bring out. Good. Now we want to round up the whole thing. So we make here for the top one extrusion, extrude, and one to the down part. Okay, extrude down. So now we want to bevel this. So we mark this and this line here. We can also take this and this line, and then we bevel them. Control B, and we see that don't have a function, a good function, so we make it with the outer parts first and then later the rest. So Control B and roll middle mouse. Okay, that's fine. Then we take the whole top line Yep. And Control B. We have a problem there. Good. Then we only scale them a little. Then it's the same. So we mark here down the whole part 2. Okay. Okay. Then we scale them. Good. Same we can do here. Scale them to the other side. Bring a little in. Scale in the X. And surely believe on the same size there. That is nearly too good. We make smooth. Then we see shading errors, so we make here a loop, and there a loop, and we have that. Then we see here the one part is thicker than the other, so we make here a loop in and another directly under it. And then we get here one part, and with Control plus, you can say I will all, and then we scale a little. So we have now this part. Oh, it's okay. Good. We see the outer part goes a little bit straight away from the whole part. So we go here, give them a little bit more, and same on the other side. Give them a little bit more, and if you like, you can tweak that for perfection, or you let it like it is, like you would. Good. That was this part. Then at last we have that here. So we add mesh cube, scale in the X. Okay. Then we see in the middle is brighter than at the rest of this stuff. So we go in edit mode and bring there to this point our line. Then the rest of it can go back. So we make them a little back. Then we see there is a hole in. So we will make there 2 holes. So we give there a loop on the top, a loop there, and a loop there. Now we can cut this line off, edge, and then we can close that whole thing. That means we go here and here, can close that with F, and same on this side here, this on this, close, and surely that and that, close. So that we have now. We want to have it round stuff, so we can take a subdivision surface level 2 if you want, or we can make it with normally beveling, and for me it's clear I will take beveling. So we make here a loop, and there a loop, and here a loop, and that must be enough for the first. And then we bevel that. So we have that round stuff there. Then here we lead only little, so we can take it like it is. We maybe make here a loop to, okay, to give them a range where we can work. Good. That is that. And then in the whole thing, we want to get the front face and make them a little bit smaller, like at the object before, that we get a little 3D round effect. Hope you know what I mean. That looks then a little bit rounder at the edges. We make a smooth modifier on it. So this is a straight line. So normally you must make here loops. Oh, not here. And at all the sides, good, that we have. And then we see we have here loop arrow and shading arrow, so we can make a flat, and then it is gone. Best is we make all this stuff here flat, so we get no normal arrows. Flat, good. This edge we must make then a little bit round. This, and this, and maybe that. Okay, and one or two maybe is good. Good. That we can smooth, and we need here down loop. Okay, good. To get this shading arrows gone, we need here loop 2, 1, 2 side, 1, 2 the other side, 1 in this roundness there, and at the back of the roundness. Good. Here, what is this here? Some shit every time comes there. I don't know. Okay. So we delete that. Okay. Much better. Then we can close the thing with F. Go back. What's that here? Okay. Good. We close it manually. This line, F to close, this line, and this line maybe. What is this for shit? Don't like such shit. So we go here and merge them together to last. Same we need here, I think. We grab and we see there are 2 points over. So we get them both and merge them to center. Good. Now, here is some shit, so we delete that and close this now. And the same as here, we close it with F, and then we take a knife, cut through it. All good. Okay. So we have that all. Now we can round up this part here if we want to. That means when we bring them down and take that one, then we can bevel that. Also we can bevel them and them, but I see we have the same problem as before. So we take only these things up here and bring them in, then we have the same effect. Okay, so extrude, go up, scale it a little, and set it on. Go up a little, scale in the X maybe a little. With shift, hold the shift, you can tweak that better. Then make it flat and all be good. Good. We see here isn't closed, I think. Here's something wired. So we go here and there and whatever. That's not this part, it is this and this. So we close it. Okay, good for now. Good. A little bit smaller in the whole part, I think, such like that. Then we need here silver line. So we can take that with another loop to make there the silver line later in. This here we want to cut in this material. We need here also deepness for that. So we mark that all. We should scale that in x0 to have straight lines. Scale x0 here too. Good. Same here and to the rest. Okay. So we want to have here such deep stuff where we can plug in. So we mark that. Then we take a knife and get this line to that one. Space to accept. Same here to accept. Then we loop that thing and can say extrude and scale it to the inner part. Then we have this line that we have here too. From that there are some arrows because we now must sharpen that again because shading arrows comes because that here is a new one and it must be sharpened too and all must be the same as the other. We can make one thing to make a better topology. That means when we take here two loops in, then it's much better. So we can make here one and here maybe one, but we dissolve that here. So X dissolve edges. Then we have this part here and that part. Then we take the knife, cut through it. Okay. Now we can join them together. So X to delete the edges. Then we can bring these 3 points together. Then we have a good loop. So we mark that and that and say it should be merged at center. We have here the same merge center. This one here we can dissolve completely, dissolve edges, and here we can cut through. So knife and go there. Good. So we have a better topology now. Good. Then we said we want to cut in there this lines there. So we make it simple. We take an plane, scale them to the size, rotate x 90 degrees, scale in the set. Okay. Then we give them an array. We need one array to the side, that's correct, but a little bit more, such like that. Then we give them two more. Then we need another array for the depth. So we give them here a 0 and the depth 1. Okay, then it was here. Yep. but in the minus. So -1 at first, and then we go higher. So such like that. And then we say more times. That is enough. That we can now cut in if we want. But we see here is run stuff. So we have to do another thing before we do that. We give them one more thing. So, okay, we make a copy of that, Shift D. And then we apply here all. Apply, apply. Then we give them a geometry middle point. Then we say we apply the rotation and scaling that we done. Okay. Now we want to cut that part. So we go here and add a curve, a Bezier curve. Rotate them in x 90 degrees. Grab it to the end and grab it to the start and rotate at the outstanding words so that is look like that. Then we make a copy of that. Then we convert it with Alt C to a mesh. Now we'll make a copy of that, and that we cut to our object. That means we make that here. First, it must be in front of our object. So we go top view or something else. And you see it must be in top. It is in top. Good. Then we mark the other one. Then we go in edit mode. Then we get knife project. And then we have here cutted lines. So we can delete all that don't need it. That is that. Words delete. Same as here. And now we have this round stuff. We have changed something, so we must apply it at all. So Shift D, copy that, apply rotation scale. Then we give them another color at the moment so that we can see what we do there. We want to cut in there, I think. That is good. That's fine. Good. So we go to the front. We say the whole object, mark X, only faces. Okay. Then mark this first, then the other one, then in the edit mode and knife project, and it is cut it in. Okay. Bring them out. Now we can say same X only words, and it is completely cutted in. We see here some lines over them. There we must look what it is for a shit. Can be all. Have we modifier on that? No. So we must look what we got there. We got this line here. Yeah, that is good. Then we must delete this middle line here with edge dissolve edges or edges delete. That's the same. And that's it. But here we see this line. We must delete too. So X edges gone, same as here. There, edges, good. That's it. Yeah, we have it. Now we can bring them all in. But when we do that, we become normal arrows. I can say you that because that is what happens then. So I do it that way, that we get a copy of that. Then we go in edit mode and extrude that one time. Say then X only words. And then we have this background for that. We plug that in, set. Then we can make it fit absolutely correct. And when we then look, we will see it goes to that point, and it's banded. That is the problem with it all. Okay. So top view, set. We see it here. Okay, then we rotate that and bring that in and rotate a little bit more, and then it should be have a good result. Yes, that's good. Good for now. Okay. We give them materials all later, so join them together as one. So we have that part here too. Last thing we build is this here. So file, save, and add mesh cube. Then we scale it in the X, we scale it in the Z, and a little in the X. We let it fat because not so fat. Scale in the Y a little because we must drag in there. So what we need is we have here line, here line, here line, here line. So we set the loops for that. First is the top one and the down one. Then that is the second level that we need. So we go in there and make this level here and here. Then we need here a cut. So we go in there and same on this side. Then we have here the cut. So we go here. Now we have that all. We need to input these two faces here. So we go here and say extrude and put it in. Good. When we now we can bevel them, or we can say we make it with a subdivision surface level 2 with a smooth on it. But then we must sharpen that all up. So you can say what you want. I try it now with this subdivision surface now. So I loop there to sharpen that whole thing like I need that. Oh, I see. We go in. Oh, I must go back. Sorry. So I see we need here more deep and there. So we must get them within. So extrude and now go in. So that's better. Good. Then we take the smooth shading. Then we can sharpen that as before. Go in here and sharpen this and sharpen that and that too. So then we can sharpen this and this too, and this part here and the down part too. Good. Same as here. So we have that hole in there. Now we must only make this front thing and we have it. It's a little bit too fat at the end, so we go there and mark the whole back part and bring them to the rest. Okay, we have it. So we need for that a cube like every time, and it should be inside that. So we go in there and scale it in a little X. Then we need a loop to get that in. We go out, that is too big, so scale in Y. Go in edit mode, make a loop, Control R. Then we get out this part there. Okay, then we can make a middle loop. Then we can mark that front and back part and say scale. First in the complete, then in the X. Then we move that a little and move it to this part. Then we have it with smoothing. That is okay. So we get them into this object and we have that part 2. We join them together as one. Oh, sorry, I don't apply that. Um, yeah. So we connect them with Control P, make a parent to the object, and that is the same. We can now go with them and the other follows. Okay, so we have that part 2, and that was it for today. We have all done for this door, and see you in the next tutorial. Bye.